What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at the new Clone Trooper Battle Pack, and I'm going to be offering some improvements to mine, so let's go ahead and get started with those. As I said in my review and comparison, I feel like this Battle Pack really gives us these kind of 2008 Clone Wars movie flashback vibes, so I feel like the minifigure selection inside of this, at least on the Republic end, didn't really reflect that, as the Phase 2 clones were in the 2008 movie, so I've decided to move mine and kind of integrate them with my other Phase 2 clone displays over here. So, and what we're going to do is actually swap them out for the Phase 1 clones that came out in the Clone Trooper Command Station. So here we have my kind of collection of just the plain Phase 1 clones. Ideally, I'd get the Clone Wars versions of these, but I don't have them. And then I also want to grab a few other kind of classic Clone Wars minifigures to display with this. First off, we have the 2008 Clone Wars Anakin, and then also the 2008 Clone Wars Ahsoka. And then I also wanted to get this Clone Wars R2-D2, and there's a few other Clone Wars minifigures in my collection that I'll display with this. First off, we have another Astromech, and then we do have the Clone Wars version of Yoda. So great minifigures here. I'm happy to finally display them with something. And then I also decided let's pull out a few battle droids to add to the display too. So here's kind of everything that we have here for the display. Lots of kind of Clone Wars vibes over here. We've got the new modernized Phase 1 clones mixed in with those classic Clone Wars minifigures that you either love or you hate. I personally love them for the nostalgia. And then I also want to add the AAT from 2020, as that was also featured in the 2008 Clone Wars movie. So first off, we're going to try displaying everything on this first shelf here. First we have the AAT, and then we're going to move this droid and the other side build included in the new battle pack over here. So we've got some nice separatist side builds over here, so I'm very happy with that. And now let's go ahead and move some other minifigures and other side builds over to the display. So here we have a bunch of battle droids, including the super battle droids included, as well as some of the Jedi minifigures that I decided to incorporate here. We've got a large diorama kind of replicating that 2008 Clone Wars movie where we first meet Ahsoka and we are introduced to the universe that is canon Star Wars The Clone Wars. And I really like this, though to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sold on it. I like this area back here where we have the Astromechs kind of chilling by the Clone Trooper Command Station, helping with some of the behind the scenes stuff that does dictate whether or not the Republic wins or loses a battle. And this is a cool display. I really like it a lot, though I feel like it takes up a little too much space in my collection here for such a small display. It looks really cool, but I feel like I'm not really sold on this one. So we're going to look for another way to display this, and I think what immediately came to mind in my LEGO room was, let's go ahead and put them between the UCS Venator and the UCS Gunship. It's a small enough display where I think it'll fit there without it looking too crowded, and it goes with some of my favorite Clone Wars sets. Technically the Gunship's an Episode 2 set, but it was featured in Clone Wars, so it counts in my mind. And now we're going to add a few other things here too. We've got the small little speeder for the battle droid over here that we added. We've also got the droid over here too, so I really like this. There's still a lot of space for more sets to put inside of here. At the very end, we kind of have the two Clone Trooper Command Stations as well as the small armory over here. And now we're going to move the speeder bike. I don't really like the look of the speeder bike, but might as well throw it in the display anyway, and I've got that by the UCS Gunship. And so here is kind of like the finished products that we have here with all of the minifigures displayed here. So first, let's just go ahead and take a quick run through of what we have. First off, we have the UCS Gunship at the very end. This has remained consistent. We just have some other stuff around it, kind of decorating it to take up some more space in the shelf here. So we've got a Clone Trooper next to it, and then we also have the two Phase 1 Clone Troopers on the speeder bike, which I don't really like the look of the speeder bike, but it's something to add to the shelf, so at the end of the day, that's cool in my opinion. And then next to this, we have kind of the separatist stuff. We've got, first off, we have the plaque for the UCS Gunship. Right next to the plaque, we have the AAT from 2020 for the first wave of Season 7 of Clone Wars sets, which looks pretty cool. And then we also have the droid that was included in the new Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. And we've got Anakin and Ahsoka kind of tag teaming it to take it down. So I do like how that looks. I loved incorporating those classic Clone Wars minifigures in the display. We've got the battle droid on his small speeder. I forgot what it's called, so I do apologize about that, but we have Yoda facing off against him and a super battle droid, and then we have our plain Phase 1 clone right next to our Venator display plaque, which of course features Phase 2 Captain Rex and Admiral Yularen, and we also have that cool 20 years of Clone Wars plaque there too. So I really like how that kind of ties everything together. The very edge, we've got got two Super Battle Droids fighting against the Clone Command Station over here, so I like the look of this. And then we have our two astromechs kind of cowering in the back, helping repair things behind the scenes. So I do really like how this display looks. I'm very happy with it. It's much better than what I had here before, which was just a bunch of the Clone Trooper command stations. We moved the Shock Trooper over by my Coruscant Guard gunship, which looks pretty cool. We've got one of the basic Phase 2 clones in front of the 501st battle pack. We've got another one over here by the Turbo Tank fighting some Separatists, and it doesn't really fit in there, but I thought it'd be cool to display it somehow. You know, it's better to have it somewhere than nowhere, you know. Better for it to actually be on my shelf than to just be sitting in the closet. So I like that. We've also got another one by the 212 ATTE over here, which looks pretty nice. And what I like about that placement is it allowed me to free up my shelf again. I cleared the brickhead display for that kind of battle pack scene, and I like that display a lot more. We've also got the two kind of dual sets down here, and I'm gonna move some of these old Clone Trooper command stations down here for now. Those definitely aren't gonna be permanent, but what I liked about this display too is since I moved the AAT, the Droid Tri-Fighter is now much more visible on this kind of Separatist / dark side display shelf that I have for my prequel era. So I'm very happy with how everything turned out. We were able to free up some space in the LEGO room and better display the sets that I already had. So I liked that a lot, and I couldn't be prouder of the display that we made. I think in the future it'd be really cool to build a mock and have like some background scenery and actually dedicate a whole shelf to this battle pack area, but for now, this is what we have, and I am very happy with it. I'm not trying to like really hate on the set too much. As you saw, I didn't make too many improvements. The only big improvements were just the minifigure selection, but the minifigures in the set are just very good, just not very accurate for what I had in mind with my display. But I am very happy with the minifigure selection, especially the clones and the return of the Super Battle Droids. So definitely let me know what you thought of my improvements to the set. Granted, there weren't many with the actual set itself, just with the minifigures that I decided to display with them, but I still thought it'd be a cool idea to share this with y'all. So definitely let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you are new around here, but that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Bye.